Hey there, knuckleheads. Welcome back to another episode. Tonight we're going to do some chicken nuggets. We're going to start by putting together our wet coat. Okay, so right off the bat, I need 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt, 2 tablespoons of milk, and then about a half a teaspoon of freshly squeezed lemon juice. So we're going to take that and we're going to take our whisk and we're just going to kind of blend it all together. We don't want it too watery. Mostly looking for, I don't know, I'd call it a ranch consistency. Okay, nice and smooth. And now we're going to let that sit for about 5 minutes or so. We're basically creating a buttermilk consistency. And while we're doing that, we are going to dice up our chicken. Okay, boneless, skinless chicken breast. It is still partially frozen. Okay, and that's deliberate. That makes it easier to make a nice clean cut. All right, now we're going to take our chicken. We're going to put it in our wet coat. Give it a good toss. Get it really good and coated. And again, we're just going to put this aside and let it rest. All right, now, while our chicken is just sort of resting in the wet coat, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make our breading. Okay? We're going to start off with, I'm going to lose some of you here, I know I am, Weetabix. Weetabix offers you a little bit of a, we'll call it a health upgrade. Okay, it's higher fiber, it's got some potassium, it's got some iron, things like that in it. We're going to go with a, where are my glasses? I'm getting old. Half a cup of panko breadcrumbs. And that's going in the bag as well. We're also going to go with a half a cup of cornmeal into the bag. And now, in the interest of time, I've put together our other spices here. So this is 1 tablespoon of skim milk powder, a tablespoon of onion granules, a tablespoon of garlic granules, a tablespoon of smoked paprika, 2 teaspoons of nutritional yeast, 1 teaspoon of citric acid, 2 teaspoons of my knucklehead seasoning, a half teaspoon of ground mustard, a half teaspoon of celery seed, a half teaspoon of white pepper, half teaspoon of cayenne pepper, a half teaspoon of my Cajun seasoning. That's going to go in. And I think I'm going to put just a little bit of black pepper in there as well. I'm going to call that about a half teaspoon of that too. By the way, guys, our garlic granules are, of course, from our friends at Attaboy Farms in St. Mary's. So we're going to take our bag, we're going to seal that up, and we are going to just mix everything together. All right, so we've mixed our coating in our bag. We're going to take our wet coat chicken, put it in the bag. All right, and once our wet coat chicken's in our bag, seal that bad boy up and toss her around good. Okay, so after we've tossed everything around in our coating for a minute or two, just to make sure it's really well coated, all right, what we're going to do, I've preheated the air fryer to 400. Okay, we're going to give it a good non-stick cooking spray, and because I don't feel like putting gloves back on again, I'm just going to use my tongs and grab my chicken nuggets. We're going to throw them in the preheated air fryer. Obviously, you want just one solid layer. Try not to stack them up. And once our chicken's out of the bag and into the air fryer, make sure you shake the breading off as you're pulling it out, right? You don't want too much of it. We've already coated the bottom of the air fryer. We're going to give the top just a quick spritz. That's mostly just to, crisp it up a little bit. Into the air fryer we go at 400 degrees, about 10 minutes, 5 aside. Okay, knuckleheads. So I actually ended up doing about 12 minutes total right? 6 per side. I temp checked. So if you've got a thermometer, just pick a big chunk, stick her in. You're looking for 165. I'm about 170 after a couple minutes of rest time. The real reason I did this video was not, in fact, to show you how cool Weetabix can be as a coating, although I don't know how well you can see that. It's a fine coat. It's, with the cornmeal and the panko, it's great. The main reason I did this is to fulfill a promise I made last fall before I kind of fell off the face of the earth for a while. I was at the Ilderton Fall Fair last fall, and I met this really cool guy from Harbor Hot Sauce. He's out of the Perry Sound area. I got 4 of his hot sauces. I've been meaning to test these for months now, right? First one in my hand here is a mango peach. And I will tag him in the socials so you can find him. This stuff is great. Okay, so mango peach. I'll put some fire to it. I'd probably use it on chicken, interestingly enough. He's got it at 2 out of 10 on the heat scale. That's about right. This is a raspberry pineapple. That's exactly what you'd expect. Very tropical. The raspberry and the pineapple really do complement each other quite well. It's very fruity. Great, great on nuggets. Right, this would be really good on like pork, honestly, because of the raspberry. If you were to slow cook a pork, or if you're doing ribs or something like that, that fruity coating would go really well. Okay, the next one we've got is a honey lime. This one's definitely going to start leaning itself towards like southwestern cooking. I would totally put this in. I think fajitas would be great, right? That sort of a mix. That sweet heat is great. It's got a burn to it. You only had the heat scale on the first one, right? On the mango peach. But so far, I think I'm doing them in the right order here. They're getting gradually hotter. And the last one we've got is jalapeno lime. All right, obviously Taco Tuesday. Really looking forward to this one. Yep, that just became my Tuesday night staple. That is awesome. Jalapeno lime. It's got a nice finishing burn to it. This one's a little thicker, and it clings to your mouth. There's a lasting burn, but not a creeper burn. None of these sneak up on you. They're very upfront. They don't apologize for themselves. They're absolutely fantastic. I'm gonna go eat. Love you guys. Be good to each other.